welcome to jamplay.com. My name is Stuart Ziff, and welcome to my series about some of the greatest blues guitar players of all time, starting with the master, T-Bone Walker, the first guitar player to sing, play electric guitar, and play with a big band behind him, and then influencing the three kings, B.B. King, Albert King, and Freddie King, and those guys influencing Mike Bloomfield and Duane Allman. If you've been listening to the blues for a while and you really love it and you want to get a deeper connection to it and start to see just who influenced who, this is a series for you, because I start at the beginning with the great T-Bone Walker, who, like I said, was the first electric blues man to sing and play with a big band behind him, much like the big band music of the late 40s. And he carried that through into the 50s. And his influence was so great that if there was no T-Bone Walker, I don't know if there would have been a B.B. King, because B.B.'s greatest influence was T-Bone. And I think that T-Bone also was known as being the father of Texas blues. Freddie King, the Texas Cannonball, one of the great exponents of Texas blues. Albert King, who came out of Mississippi but also came out of Chicago, ultimately wound up working out of Stax Records in Memphis. I feel a bit of an influence in his playing of T-Bone Walker. And then you get to some younger guys who were influenced by B.B., Albert, and Freddie, Duane Allman and Michael Bloomfield. And it's clear that they had to be listening to T-Bone Walker at some point, because if they didn't cover his songs, you can hear his influence in his sense of swing, his sense of dynamics, his note choices, some of his phrases that he played. So all of these guys are intertwined and connected, and I feel that when you look at music like that and you go back and you say, well, where did this guy get it from? You not only get a deeper understanding, but you go to the source and you learn from the source what to play, and then you see how somebody else took it and made it their own, and then you learn it, and if you play it enough, you get out and you feel comfortable with it, and then you start to forge your own thing with it. So that's why I thought it was important to do a series like this. In this series, we're going to start out with a review of technique and a little bit of theory. We're going to review the minor and the major pentatonic scales, how to find them on the guitar, and then we're going to learn something new. We're going to learn a drop-2 arpeggio system and learn how to play an arpeggio for a chord in 4 different places on the guitar. Once you go through the pentatonics and the drop-2 arpeggio system, you'll be well equipped to start to learn the things that I'm going to be teaching in these lessons. And we're going to look at the things that these guitar players did that set them apart from everybody else. How they employed rhythm into their soloing, their concepts for playing rhythm guitar, their concepts for moving scales around. We're going to talk about addressing the changes to make your blues playing more present and more melodic. I've got some really great tracks here that I'm very, very proud of that I worked on that are stylistically very true to all the styles that we're going to cover. And I think that all of these tracks are very true to the artists that we're going to cover. And I think you're going to have fun playing along with them. I think that you're going to enjoy the keys. You know, I've tried to pick good keys to play in. And the grooves are different. We've got some shuffles, we've got the slow blues, we've got kind of a 2-beat feel, we've got all sorts of things, we've got rumbas. It's going to be a very diverse collection of music to play along to. I think if you start at the very beginning of this course and go through the technique and the theory lessons, and then move very slowly through all the players that I'm featuring here, by the time you get through with this course, you should have a much better and deeper understanding and appreciation for all of these players. And I think you'll see how they all influenced generations of guitar players that came along. You're going to see how they influenced each other. And on top of that, you're going to be a better guitar player. You're going to be better at technique. You're going to know a little bit more about theory. You're going to have a better understanding of the fretboard, and you're probably going to be a better soloist. And that's, when it comes to playing blues, you want to be a better soloist. This is the kind of course that's geared to somebody who really wants to get better at it and to know more about it and have a deeper understanding of it. And I think that if you go through this class, you're going to attain all of those things. I'm very excited about this course. I had a lot of fun putting it together because I got to look at all the players that influenced me, all the blues players that influenced me, way back from when I was a teenager to now. And I think that we spend our lifetimes getting better at playing the guitar, and we certainly get better at playing a genre. And when it comes to blues, you can work on it for the rest of your life and always get better at it. And I know that working on this really improved my playing. I'm glad you stopped by, and I can't wait to get started with you.